How's it going, boys? My name's Gary, and welcome back to ThatKillerGary. Hope you're all doing well. And it's clear that I suck at sticking to schedules. And I'm sorry about that. From now on, I will no longer make any commitments to uploading, since I clearly am not capable of sticking to it at all. Anyways, today I want to talk about grudges, because it's another widely experienced topic that interests me. So I'm sure everybody watching has experienced a grudge at some point in their life at least once, if not several times. We live in a world where conflict is unavoidable, whether it be as big as something like a war, or something as small as saying, "What's that?" and then stealing a french fry. And where there's conflict, there are grudges. Being upset about something that someone did. And frankly, I think they're fucking stupid. Yeah, that's right. I think they're fucking dumb. I think they're really fucking stupid, and frankly, I don't know why they exist. And today I want to explain why. Alright, since I've been struggling to write this script for the last few days now, I guess I'll simplify it and start by explaining what a grudge even is. A grudge is a feeling of resentment towards someone for something they did. Now, I'm no stranger to grudges, and like I said earlier, I bet all of you have held grudges at one point or another in your life. They're all but common in a world full of idiots, trolls, and fucking douchebags. It's kind of inevitable if you really think about it. And while I understand the fact that grudges are bound to happen at several points in a person's life, I just don't understand why people have to hold on to them. Now look, I get it. Somebody does something shitty and naturally you start to dislike and hate them for it. That's normal. But what people fail to realize a lot of the time is that holding grudges is actually very unhealthy for you. It's not good, man. It's not good at all. Holding a grudge leaves your mental health very prone to tanking. They generate stress and anger, which can end up spiraling into much worse things like toxicity. And this, in fact, happened to me at one point. You see, I used to have this friend group on Xbox Live, and while I'm not going to name any names, what I can say is that this friend group was the equivalent of a spilt on the floor barrel of acid. Typically a friend group that consists of a bunch of young teens in their edgy phase is usually prone to problems, and oh boy did this friend group have some fucking problems. The best way I could describe it was as a never-ending war zone full of tons of fights and arguments, constant back and forths, and generally overall shitty fucking things. And one of the things that played a big role in that group happened to be grudges. Like I said before, there were constant back and forths between people in the group, and those caused us to slowly build up grudges against each other. And these grudges got so bad to the point where it wasn't uncommon to have at least one or two people in the group blocked at times. And one of the things I didn't realize while building and holding these grudges was how much they were negatively affecting me. It generally generated more unneeded stress, and according to my friends outside of that group at the time, I became much more generally toxic as a person, all because of this one friend group. Eventually the day came where I finally decided to cut ties with pretty much all of them and move on with my life. And it didn't take long before I realized how much shittier I had become. So I decided to start taking steps towards de-shit-personifying myself. I wrote it like that in the script. I don't fucking know. And one of the very first things I did was drop all the grudges I had built up over the years. And to say it had a huge impact is definitely an understatement. I felt like a big-ass dumbbell was lifted off my shoulders. All the stress and toxicity gradually started to fade away, and I really started to improve as a person. Hell, it even helped me mature into the person I am today. And since then, I've never held a grudge in my life. And now I encourage you, the viewer, go ahead and drop your grudges. All they fucking do is generate stress and toxicity, and overall, they just make your life a whole lot worse. Anyways, that's it for the video. Hope you all enjoyed. As per usual, I'll plug my email once again. If you have any questions, send them to ThatKillerGary@gmail.com. Because like I've said before, I feel like I'd have an easier time conveying my thoughts in the form of a question rather than coming up with my own idea or whatever. And yeah, that's about it. See you guys later. Oh, also, have a good day. Because say it with me. Why the fuck not? See you guys.